If you're a hairstylist or salon owner who's been wanting to incorporate more reels into your Instagram strategy, but you're not really sure where to start, or you don't necessarily want to follow along with all of the reels trends, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 reels that are working right now for hairstylists and salons and how you can incorporate them too. What's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jamie Dana and I help hairstylists and salon owners just like you grow their business using Instagram to get more clients. And my goal is to help you actually make money off of Instagram by getting more clients or selling more retail or attracting more stylists to your salon. And I am here to support you on your hair journey. So maybe you tuned into this video because you want to incorporate more reels into your Instagram strategy, but you're tired of having to keep up with all of the trends, or you don't want to do the trends that are like pointing or lip syncing or dancing, or you feel like by the time you find a trend, you go to use it and then it's irrelevant or out of date and it just feels overwhelming. So today I thought I could share with you 5 reel types that are performing really well in the beauty industry that you can incorporate into your strategy. And the cool thing about these reels is they don't take a lot of editing and they're pretty simple to make. So if you want to start getting more views, more reach, and ultimately more clients from Instagram, these are going to be the 5 reels that you want to try in your strategy. So the first reel type that you can incorporate into your reel strategy is BRoll Reels. Now, if you've watched any of my other Instagram videos or maybe a workshop that I've taught, you have probably heard me talk about BRoll Reels. But the reason why I love these reels so much is because they are the simplest reels to make and they really don't require hardly any editing at all. One of the things that makes creating BRoll Reels really easy is if you have a content bank of videos that you can choose from in your phone gallery. Now, you might already have some BRoll videos in your phone gallery to begin with, and we'll get to those in just a second, but I wanted to give you some different video ideas that you can shoot this week to help start to build up that content bank. So the first one is a time-lapse video or a short 4 to 7 second clip of one part of an appointment. So the cool thing about these reels is you don't have to film the entire start to finish of a hair appointment. You can literally just use one little section. So here's a couple different examples of ones that I have used where I have just literally set up my tripod and hit the time-lapse video, or I'll literally set up my tripod and hit record for 10 seconds, stop the recording, and now I have a B-roll clip ready to go. Super simple, you don't have to overthink this. Another type that I love to use is mixing up color or setting up your tray or station. Now, the reason why I love this style is because it doesn't involve a client at all. So this is a piece of content that you can shoot by yourself without a client, or you could even film this maybe in your off time if you have a cancellation or a little break in between clients. This is a great way to capture that content without having to have a client there. And I love this example from Allie. She does a really great job of just showcasing the breakdown of what it's like to break down from a wedding day. And people love these kinds of videos. They tend to do really well and they're just kind of fascinating and satisfying to watch. Next up, we've got doing salon chores. So this could be anything from sweeping up hair after a client. This could be folding foils or putting away towels or putting away products or dusting your retail shelves. There's literally so many salon chores that you can do, and the best part is you can create content while you're doing them. So not only are you being productive by cleaning, but you're also getting content in the meantime, and these tend to do really well. This is a style I use all the time on my Instagram, and I think it's because it's just super easy for me to film. Next up, you got processing shots or after shots of your client. And the reason why I love this one is because you most likely already have this style of video in your camera gallery already. So the cool thing is you don't have to show the before, the middle, the processing, and the after in a B-roll video. You can literally have it be just one section of you processing a client or an after of your client. And the best part is these videos tend to do really well because they're the satisfying part of the processing of the toner or the after shot of your beautiful client. I love both of these examples because they're literally so simple. Next up is one of my favorites is shots of your salon or your salon suite. Now, the reason why I love these ones so much is because it gives a potential client a glimpse into what their appointment is going to look like. You get to show off the vibes of your salon or your space. And I love all of these examples because it really gives you the energy of what the salon is like. And as a potential client, it can help them feel more comfortable to book an appointment with you because they know what to expect. The next type is you doing something outside of work. So often when it comes to creating content for Instagram, we feel like we have to post only hair related or salon related things on our page, but actually this kind of content can help us connect with clients on a different level. So this could be you on vacation, you doing a hobby, you with your friends or family or your dog. It could be something simple, and this is what we call connection content. And the last type is a little mix of everything. So I love this example here because it literally is taking clips from all the other B-roll types of videos and mashing them into one video by showing just 1-second clips of each little section. A video like this is really great because it allows you to show off so much more than just one section, and I think it's super fun. So as you can see with BRoll Reels, they can be really simple to make. And one of the things that you want to keep in mind with these reels is they don't need to be long. You want to keep these anywhere from 4 to 7 seconds total in length. And the reason why is we want the algorithm to push our content out to more people, and the more people that watch the entire reel or watch it again shows the algorithm that it's good content and wants to push it out to more of your non-followers. So as you can see with all of those video types, one of the most important things is the text that's on that reel. Now, it would be amazing if we could just post a video and be done with it, but of course we have to add text to hook our audience to get them to stop their scroll while they're scrolling on Instagram to actually read the rest of our caption. Now, if you want to get some different ideas for hooks that you can add to your BRoll Reels, I actually created a little resource for you that is completely free, and you can get it down in the description below. It's going to give you copy and paste hooks you can add to your reels and make your reels super simple for you. If you've never shared a BRoll Reel before, I want to encourage you to create one this week and test it out to see if it does well on your page. All right, so moving on to the second type of reels that I'm seeing perform really well for hairstylists is vlog reels. Now, vlog reels are also really simple. You are taking people along the journey of your day or an event or a trip or whatever the case might be. And I think the reason why I love these so much is they give us a little glimpse into that person's life. And these are going to be a little bit longer pieces of content, but they are creating a connection with our audience where people get to see what we do on a daily basis, maybe some of our internal thoughts or some little bits and pieces that we wouldn't necessarily show on Instagram before. We can include these in a vlog reel. So here's some different examples, and as you can see with some of them, they vary in length. Some of these reels are anywhere from 30 seconds long or 20 seconds long, all the way up to a minute long. So keep in mind that these can be a little bit longer pieces of content, but we want to keep people's attention by keeping our clips really short. So here's some vlog reel tips that I recommend. First, when you're shooting your content, you don't need to shoot that long of footage. So keep it anywhere from 2 to 5 seconds. And the reason why is you're going to be shooting a lot of clips, but they don't need to be long. And the last thing you want to do when you have to go edit this video is try to go find the pieces of content that you want to use. So my recommendation is literally grab your phone, shoot for 2 to 5 seconds, and that's going to allow you to keep it very simple when you go to edit this piece of content together. For most vlog style videos, you're really only going to be using anywhere from 1 to 2 seconds of each clip. So again, keeping it short, keeping it concise helps with the editing, and it keeps the viewer's attention. If we have really long clips of 7 seconds or 10 seconds, unless they're really interesting, most people are not going to watch the rest of that vlog. So we want to keep it really short and keep people's attention span. Now, when it comes to doing audio for your vlogs, you can do a couple different things. First, you could do a voiceover. So what I recommend is editing all your clips together and getting to that final version of what you want the clips to look like. And then you'll go and record a voiceover to go with those clips, as you can see in some of the examples. You also could voice as you go. So when you're shooting, you could verbally say what you're doing if you'd like. For some vlogs, if you want to keep them nice and short and sweet, you could just use music and a trending audio. They don't necessarily have to have a voiceover, although I have found that does keep people's attention a little bit longer, but you don't have to. And lastly, you could go the ASMR route and just use the sounds of the video for the vlog. You'll see in some of these examples that it's just literally the sound. There's not necessarily any vocals that go with it, and people really do find that satisfying and kind of that ASMR vibe. So one of my favorite and easiest ways to edit vlogs like this is to use templates. You do not have to recreate the wheel when it comes to editing vlogs. So one of my favorite places to find templates is inside of CapCut. If you go search in their template section, search the word vlog, there are so many that come up and they're already timed to music and ready to go for you. All you have to do is add in your clips, and because you kept them nice and short, you just adjust it right there, and bam, you have an edited vlog right there ready to go. And a little secret hack that I use is a lot of those templates come with audio included, like music, but I like to find a trending audio over on Instagram. So I'll just find a trending audio that fits the vibe of the reel, and then I just kind of make sure that the beats sound right and match up with the clips. And as long as that's good to go, that's what I will use for my audio, and it makes it super simple. So if you've never created a vlog Instagram reel before, try one out this week. They can be really easy to make. Maybe just show us bits of your day, or get ready with me to come to the salon, or set up for a client. As you can see, there's so many different ways that you can use this style, and it's super fun. The next type of reels that are performing really well for hairstylists and salons is consultation reels. Now, maybe you have seen a reel like this in your feed before, but I think reels like this can do really well. As you can see from these different examples here, there are a lot of different ways that you can incorporate consultation reels into your strategy. Now, with these, of course, you could just film you and your client and edit out the parts that are the most interesting or the most important. You want to make sure that you're cutting out silence or cutting out parts that aren't as important or aren't that relevant to what you're talking about. So with these consultation reels, you could just film you and your client, and then you could continue with the rest of the service. Or if the consultation is interesting enough, you could just film that and the after shot of your client. Now, maybe you have thought about doing a reel like this, but you might feel a little uncomfortable talking to your client while you're being filmed. I know that I sometimes feel that way too. So one thing that you can do as well is you don't necessarily have to film the audio. You could just literally film the consultation, pretend that it's not there, and then edit out the audio later. You could do a voiceover if you want, or just pair it to music and keep it nice and simple. Now, I will say with these reels, you do want to keep them short and concise as much as possible, anywhere from 15 to 30 seconds. Of course, if you are going to do the consultation part and then add in more clips from the actual appointment and the after, that could be a little bit longer. But again, keep these concise. We want to keep people's attention and keep them watching until the end. And if we have, 5-second clips that are just really long, or a lot of silences, or just things that aren't relevant, people are going to click away and scroll on. So we want to keep these concise, keep them relevant, and keep people moving. If you want to challenge yourself, I want to encourage you to try a consultation reel. Now, my recommendation would be to try this with a client that you feel comfortable with, and a client that obviously feels comfortable being on camera, but this is a really great way to get your feet wet and to try something new. The next type of reel that's performing really well in the beauty industry is tutorial reels. Now, most likely you have seen a reel like this before, and maybe you've even done a reel like this in the past. The reason why I love these reels is not only are they great for performing in the moment, but these are what I like to call evergreen content that you can use over and over and over again with your clients. So the cool thing about a reel like this is you create it once and you can share it multiple times after that. Especially if you have a client that comes to you and says, hey, I always struggle with how to curl my hair, or how to apply dry shampoo, or how to shampoo my hair properly. Whatever struggles your clients are having, you can create a tutorial reel for them, and then anytime that question comes up with your clients, you can literally share that reel with them. So this is adding extra value to your clients and their services by creating a tutorial specifically for them. These are also really great to send in DMs to potential clients. So maybe a client comes to you and reaches out and asks about an appointment and maybe how to book an appointment. Then as you're talking with them in the DMs, you can ask them if they have anything that they struggle with their hair, or any challenges that they're having before their appointment. And if they do, and you have a reel already created, you could then share that with them. This is gonna set you up as the expert in this area, and I guarantee you that they do not have another stylist who has done this for them. So this is gonna help you stand out from everybody else and really set you up as the expert in their mind. Now with these, you have a couple different options. You could do a voiceover or talk as you go. I love to do talk as I go because I just feel like I get it better, but a voiceover is a great option if you're not super comfortable talking to the camera. Again, just like the other videos, we wanna cut out the silence and the in-between moments as much as possible. Get to the point, keep it concise, and keep it short so that it keeps people's attention span on track and they're not swiping away. And my recommendation would be keep this reel anywhere from 30 to 45 seconds. Of course, if it's a more in-depth tutorial, then you could go into a little bit longer, but instead of doing a really long reel, you could do part 1, stop it in the middle, and then do part 2. People love this because not only does it capture their attention for the first one, but again, they want to close that loop and find out what happened in part 2. So now you're getting more views on another video, people are staying on your page longer, and that is gonna show the algorithm that you're creating great content. So if you've never done a tutorial reel before, or maybe you have done one, but it's been a little while, my encouragement would be to try doing a tutorial reel this week and see what you can come up with. Now, the last type of reels that are performing really well in the beauty industry are meme and remix reels. Now, the reason why I love these reels so much is because they are the simplest to make out of all of these types of reels, because you're pretty much not using any of your content. So here's a couple different examples of remix reels where you're using a viral type of reel in the beginning and you're adding your remix on the back end. You can go with just the straight meme route. Now, the thing that I would recommend with this is be thinking, what are my clients thinking inside their head, and how can I create a reel or meme that's relatable to them? If you can create a piece of content that is relatable, that makes someone think, oh my gosh, that is totally me, or oh my gosh, that is totally my friend, I'm gonna share it to them. This kind of content becomes super viral because it's being shared on people's stories and in the DMs. And Instagram really values content that's being shared and saved right now. So content like this can do really well and it can go really viral. There's also another way to remix reels where you're using someone else's piece of content and you're creating a reaction over this. I did this a little while back with a hairstylist who shared a tip on their feed, and I noticed that their reel was going really viral, and it was a tip that my audience would find helpful. So all I did was I used the remix feature right there in Instagram, and I filmed a quick video. It literally took me 5 seconds to film, and now I have a piece of content that is really doing well on my page, but it also pushed the content out for the original creator as well. And again, the reason why I love these reels so much is because they can be really quick and easy to make, and they just add a little bit of fun and personality to your page. Now, the last thing I would say about reels and remixes is you don't want to overuse these. You don't want to become a repost page or a meme page, but incorporating them here and there into your content can be fun and add a little personality. Now, I know sometimes as a hairstylist, it can feel feel a little overwhelming to create so much content for Instagram because Instagram can start to feel like a second job, and I get it. The last thing you want to do at the end of a salon day is go write a caption or make a reel. And so I want to ask you, how would it feel if you could have 90% of your Instagram content created for you every single month? Now, if you thought to yourself, gosh, that would be amazing. It would feel like a weight lifted off my shoulders if I didn't have to create all of my content on my own. So that's exactly where I come in. I created a membership called the Social Suite to help you show up on Instagram consistently without spending hardly any time creating your content on Instagram. And inside the Social Suite, every single month, you're gonna get copy and paste Instagram captions that are ready to go. You literally copy it, paste it into Instagram, and bam, you have a caption that is designed to turn your lurking followers into clients. You're also gonna get photos and videos that you can use for your BRoll Reels. On top of that, we also give you reel hook ideas, including different CapCut templates, different things to make your life easier on Instagram. And because you watch this video and I know that you are motivated to want to use these strategies in your Instagram, I'm gonna give you a special deal. So right now, you can get your next 30 days of Instagram content created for you for only $1. That's right, you can join the Social Suite membership for the next month for just $1. It's like having your own social media assistant for $1. And if you want to take advantage of this exclusive deal just for this video, you can click the link below to get your next 30 days for just $1. I know Instagram can sometimes feel a little overwhelming with all the different things there are to do, and that's why I'm here to help support you on your hair journey and make your Instagram life just a little bit easier. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video, and I'd love to know in the comments, what type of reel are you gonna try this week? That's my challenge for you this week, to make one of the reels that we talked about above. And don't forget to download the Reels hooks for free. You can get that in the description box below. And if you want more support with that Instagram content every month, you can also join the Social Suite for just $1. As always, thank you so much for being here and thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.